that both of these teams are running mirror comps. Both of these teams have a 100% win rate on the map this stage, but yet the Burger Boys said, no, we're picking this right into them. And I like it. I like the kind of energy that they're on right now.
Bro, you are not picking Haven against Envy. They have almost an 80% win rate on defense-sided rounds on that map. Like that is, you are banning that map against them. You do not want to deal with it. The attack side, of course, is what we're going to see Burger Boys start with, which is kind of what we were looking for. Bonnie is really lit up Challengers here in stage 2. Someone well worth keeping an eye on. Of course, it won't be ISO here, but we know Kane is devastating on this Jet 2.
Kane versus Bonnie is actually just going to be a spectacle for the ages. At least should be. The two of them are the statistical leaders in the playoffs by an outrageous margin. Eggster sends out that gate crash, wants to take one fight and then get out of there. Group up with the rest of his team back on site.
Well, there it is. The spray down through the smoke. Eggster's able to find his first. It's Practo out of the game. Ion ready for Retro to try and run at him. Handles the veteran with ease. All of a sudden, Burger Boys, his vaunted attack side, starts to get blunted already in this pistol.
Oh, things going a little bit awry. There was that swing from Eggster before the paranoia came out, and Anders collects a couple. But the aforementioned superstar, Bonnie's so low on HP, surely can't get anything done right now. Ion, eyes on that dark cover.
Refreshes it. They know he's there. Swing for Alvin. Geez, Burger Boys stick around like a bad smell. And none have even up the odds. This is going to draw. Finally popping back across the map. Updraft used, so Bonnie is not seen at all by Inspire, who doesn't really have a way into the site with the door being dropped. And only just now is popping, posting up in heaven.
Does have one shock dart. Could maybe get a kill on the Bonnie. Not going to happen. But will damage up Alvin, bring him to about half HP.
Oh, he just saw it just out of the corner of his eye. It's up to Inspire now. Alvin wants to play forward here. Camera popped. Inspire knows where Alvin's playing. And so it's pretty straightforward. In he goes. Important pistol round here for Envy. Given the Burger Boys are so good on this attack side.
100%. Great way to open things up. Got scary in the mid-round. Burger Boys were clawing back in that A main fight, but unfortunately with the dark cover that was placed there, they just really in this moment gave Eggster too much of an opportunity to get a free kill. They're making noise and they have 4 players stacked up in the smoke. Someone's getting spammed down. Someone is going to lose their life for no good reason in that situation.
Just saw a glimpse of that jet there. Inspire had the cam. Good start here for Envy. It's what they're looking for. Marshall in the hands of Kane Zero. It's a double mid-face right now for Envy, at least off the rip. Something they must have read into. Ion here's going to get busy, sure enough. Bonnie taken down. Spectre goes to work. He finds a fortunate second. Eggster with some free damage on Retro, and here's Kane now getting involved. And that Marshall has plenty of purchase. Clean anti-eco round here from Envy now as BURG kind of serve it up.
But they fed a fair amount of kills over to Eggster on that side of the map as well, so getting fairly close to an early dimensional drift. But here's going to be the first buy round from the Burger Boys. Their economy is in a weird spot. Hold on. I'm going to need to look at that again after we check out these replays. You know, there was an investment into a couple sheriffs. I mean, I'm sorry. We've got our first buy round and we have 2 glass cannon rifles. That's not ideal, boys. That's not ideal. Okay, never mind. We're good now. We've adjusted. We've adjusted.
Envy, of course. I actually spotted them over the weekend in Dallas. They played the Red Bull Homeground qualifier event in person against Maryville University and made them look like clowns. It was, I think they'd lost 5 rounds over the course of the best of 3, 6 rounds. Pretty disgusting. Kane on land, by the way, is ferocious. So yeah, these guys have gotten that experience under their belt. They're looking very, very good. What do we have here? Bonus round here for Envy. Okay, getting a bit of value out of it now. Poppin's able to deal with Alvin Eggster. Sitting on this stinger. Good flash. God, it's a good one. And he crashes to heaven. To hell, rather. They are going to check him. So Bonnie should be able to clean this one up pretty easily. Still a couple of guns out of the hands of Burger Boys here. Inspire and Poppin come back with rifles.
Inspire, fair amount of HP right now with the Guardian engagement against Retro. That's a pure 1v1. Offered himself up. And now his remaining two teammates who are tucked away in the site are going to have to play this perfectly spammed through onto Bonnie. Oh my god, unnecessary. How sick that tap was onto a no HP Poppin.
Poppin though, the game sense, he knew there was some free damage to get there. Inspire. Makes down as he drops. Practice spotted. No. Okay. Surely that wasn't about to happen. Bonnie exits around with 4 kills. Clean tap on the third. And a very important last kill to salvage things, but all things considered, that's a pretty successful bonus.
Maximum overkill on Poppin there swinging through main. Bro could have gone for the ankles, the kneecaps, anything, but just insta taps him on the swing. That looked so sick.
Man, this is the next generation, man.
Oh no, I can't keep up.
Terrifying. I mean, Retro, to be fair, pretty sure Retro started his stint on Renegades back in 2020. So
he's been playing forever. Yeah, I mean, I had to quadruple check. I'm like, that's the same Retro that was playing like Randy Savage.
Randy Savage?
The other player? Yeah, yes. The answer is yes.
I love that. Good to see him still around. He spent a long time fighting in that pre-franchise era. The Renegades team had some moments, but they're having some decent runs. Burger Boys, though, might be one of the most promising rosters Retro's ever been on.
We'll have to see if they can make a go at it on this round where their economy is not too great. However, forcing into this, we do have the technical pause, and it's over. I love that for us. I'm not going to lie.
Quick tech pause.
I'm a huge fan. 3-second tech pause. Love that.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't Retro play with Roy and Apoth?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they were both on that team.
That's crazy. Your boy Strong Legs. That's right. Back in that era. Shout out to my boy. We'll see him over the next couple of days on the show. All right, Burger Boys here. Spend pretty heavily in this round. It's that first gun round that they only exit with one singular rifle. Here's Bonnie across the site. Blades at the ready. Kane trying to play around this cave. Spots Bonnie. He goes a little bit low. Still trying to fight. There's just far too much to account for there. Poppin found the sheriff kill. Now the neural theft that comes out. But Practo was brought down. Retro can't quite get purchased on Kane. The guy is too slippery, man. The moves are just disgusting. Nanas. Well, that was always going to be a foregone conclusion after that nonsense from the Jet.
He is a maniac. He's still in. He's still fighting. He has no bullets. He has to switch guns. There are 3 people looking at him, and he's still swinging and getting kills, man. It just can't be happening. But yet it just seems to keep happening. Someone makes sense of it, Mitch.
With alarming regularity. At LAN as well. Doesn't seem to matter. Guy's just an absolute cracked player. Outlaw here for Kane Zero. And obviously Burger Boys now Ascent, languishing back down to a very limited buy. Yes, we do love the double Marshall round 5 buy, the classic. You hear them ringing out. That's Burger Boys believing that they can hit those headshots.
That was Bonnie and Kane going at it, and they both missed. Unfortunate.
Retro looks like a future AeroPress coffee world champion. If you know, you know.
What? I don't. And me doesn't know. He doesn't know. And he's not asking either.
So your next sommelier at the overpriced restaurant, you're trying to impress your missus out. All right, there's Bonnie out of the picture. Now, that's only one of the marshals having the reins of terror brought to him. And Kane Zero. Great correction. Actually takes no damage there. So Retro steps up and says, have you tried the Vermelho? 2012, great year. Long summer. Okay.
Maybe Practo can have a better effort than his 4 teammates who are dead and watching him currently. But something tells me
30
he might just die. Actually, hold on. Inspire's weak. Hold on. Hold on.
There was a moment.
Hold up.
Practo here looking at a plant opportunity. Spotted here by Propinen, and has himself taken pretty low. Envy really shut in the door early rounds here against Burger Boys. A lot rides on this next one, obviously. By this point, normally Burger Boys getting out to a bit of a lead in a couple of their past games. Envy just really hard to deal with. And really effective flooding back into that B side or the anchor play as well. from Kane Zero, even without a weapon. Very, very difficult for these challenges to overcome.
We are looking at a little situation where this Envy team has, well, they have a lot of money. And they're going to keep buying, Mitch. And they can buy ops if they want to.
They can buy
rifles. And Exeter's only one away from the Dimensional Drift. So on this buy round, they're looking pretty good. No ults currently for Burger Boys, but they're a couple orbs away from getting the Dimensional Drift or Hunter's Fury of their own. We'll have to see if that can actually come into play. But for Envy, the Hunter's Fury just straight up is. Poppin has that ready to go if necessary.
Obviously, there is a tripwire that would need to be cleared. Don't know if that is what this shot is for. There's an odd spot for it. One-way cage. Inspire instantly swings. Needs zero convincing to step out there and try and take the fight. Nanas and Fracto looks like they took glancing hits at least from that Hunter's Fury. Kane Zero, what are you doing, son? I'd maybe even be more sort of freaked out if this was not a regular occurrence from him. Brimming with confidence. Zero self-preservation instinct and 3 kills to his name. Okay, well, there's another gun round.
An average Kane Zero play if I've ever seen one. Pretty average.
Most sane Kane Zero moment.
That was a pretty sick Hunter's Fury from Poppin. That did, I think that got maybe 3 connections, just tagged people up. Had everyone really low as they tried to execute into the site. Could feel that Burger Boys wanted to try and, you know, take that moment to get in, maybe getting a little bit antsy that they were feeling all that pressure from the ultimate, and they were just swatted down because they were just right into Kane, right into the Cypher setup. Exeter, right back to 1.
All right, a lot of people facing Exeter down there. So the Sheriffs do get some value. Ion, though, says, no, I'd win.
It's a good trade.
Yeah, attack side happy with that. This Aldrone going to keep Inspire honest. He stays off the angle, but very quickly posts up. And crosses into this rafters corner. Burger Boys have seen enough by the looks of things. At least wanting to cut noise, but more likely looking to test the middle of the map. With all the Cypher util plus Cam, Envy don't have it actually manned by anyone. Well, Jeroy's to Burger Boys, what will it be?
Retro did go ahead and pick up that Vandal that was dropped, so 1 extra weapon here to be used.
So no walk down catwalk spotted. That doesn't mean, of course, the Burger Boys haven't rotated back through spawn. They do have enough time for it, but at least the double face here will be present.
Yeah, I'm liking the setup from Envy. They have 2 players ready here to defend this site. Should be good for it. Ion with the first already.
Oh, and they got crossfires here. Oh, unfortunate for Ion. They just spotted up by Practo. I think Inspire realized how far up to the left Practo had gotten, so this shot is for free. Still Inspire. Bows out with 1. Our drone here will tell you everything you need to know. And in comes Kane Zero. To collect. Will not allow a round to pass by where he does not draw blood of some sort. And Envy are 5 rounds in the lead. It's gun round after gun round. Shut down for Burger Boys.
I love the way that the defense was set up there in the 4v4. Envy had the mid trip, the cam for anyone watching up, catwalk, and then an info trip on B for Kane to play off of. And then we saw, obviously, there's that double stack then just still over on A with Ion and Inspire. They get 3. Really well done. Love that pivot. Defending the map in that way. Instant dimensional drift from the side of Burger Boys to get into this B side. Hunter's Fury off the information it's getting.
Body in there though, very quickly. Burger Boys finally get up to a good start onto this B side. Full retake protocols here for Envy. Kane having to do it with an op, well, not necessarily. You can always go for the knives. But Bonnie's not going to allow Exeter to get out of market for free. Door shut. Kane maybe a second too late to find that off angle. And surely we don't piece him. The correction is good. Straight upwards to the heart of the matter, and Bonnie's out of the game. Now with 3. God, that is filth. Just a little jiggle pick there from Kane. Retro and Nanas in the sight. Oh, the latter spotted and dealt with all too easily. Exsanguinated. It's up to Retro. Have you tried the Cabernet? Give him a Napa Valley special. Kane Zero just absolute filth in that round, man.
I can't with the wide references. Your years in wine school have really prepped you for this bit to just carry on.
Just let them
What is it called? Where did you learn about your wine? What is it?
No, I've done a couple of some classes, yeah, but I mean,
yeah, the summer classes. Yeah. Right.
Oh man,
bro couldn't wait to go for this bit. He couldn't wait.
I mean, oh man, that is crazy.
No, this is mental. I mean, right now, this feels like Kane saw that Bonnie is the statistical leader for the playoffs in ACS and ADR and took that personally. He came in ready to just absolutely clown on these guys and retake his position that he's been in all year in Challengers up until this playoffs as the highest leader in basically every single category at all times.
We get this guy for at least another series here in Challengers. That's the beauty of it, folks. Over the next few days, we've got lower finals and then, of course, the big one, grand finals, best of 5. Love to see it. Put on the show for us so far. Envy, though, looks like no one can really touch you at this level of play. Why are you there? Why?
He got another.
Do you have enough time to pull out the outlaw? That doesn't make any sense. Hey, this is amazing. This isn't FPL. What are you doing?
revealing area.
Good Lord. I can't believe I've invoked James Bardolph in this moment. It's up to Nanas in 1 versus 3. And Poppin will silence him. It's a 7-round gap for Envy. But it's not just the number of rounds, it's the way in which they're achieving them.
This feels like when you 5-stack in ranked and then you go up against a guy and you realize that he has a low-level account and can only play the original 4 agents. So he's on Jet just smurfing all over you and you can't do a damn thing. It's that kind of energy right now.
I mean, Valorant is a game of conditioning, right? Like, you basically... I
would be inspecting this guy's tracker GG, trying to do some sleuthing, figure out who this is. If this was in my 5-stack.
Because what, like your game sense in Valorant is about having been in the same situation multiple times, right?
God.
Kane Zero takes that away from you. He kind of denies you game sense by doing the most strange things. So it forces you just to react on pure instinct.
Game sense. I mean, it's true though.
No, like, it is,
I know you mean. It just
there's
too much going on. There's too much stimuli to react to. New stimulus. You do not know what to do.
Bonnie down to 66.
Trying to take this space up mid that Poppin is passively watching while Inspires the rest to be on lock.
Time is ticking down though. A lot of Cypher util set up over on the B side and a quick swing back for Poppin. If they can isolate Poppin, and Bonnie can... Oh, okay. No. Exit caught out. Bonnie with the knives. Poppin can't really pay it any heed right now. Needs to do something about this Pilshin to B. But if I don't keep peeing in with Inspire, there is enough time in theory for Burger Boys to rotate off this site, especially when they've got a Omen ultimate, but don't know where Ion is. That's the problem. We cancelled it. All right, Inspire has to stick around here. Bonnie down, 9 bullets left. And they're just magnetic. Neural Theft at least is going to tell Alvin he's got time to plant. But all of a sudden, Burger Boys got just to say nothing about whether they win this round or not. Why? The economy just keeps getting slapped down by these individual moments from Envy players.
I mean, this is must win for Alvin. Simple as they need this round desperately.
Nicely done. Alvin, no chipmunks to help him this round, but it doesn't seem to matter. Nice little 1v1.
Bro, no.
Burger Boys.
No.
Still getting to work.
No, we can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. We can't be doing that in the Yabba Bracket final. Not the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Wait. Do we get a best of 5? I'll behave myself in the BO5. This one? This is free money.
Chipmunks right there just did a horrible job scaling it to Inspires what happened, bro. Those three were going slow as hell. Pick up the pace.
Spacing definitely left to be desired.
I feel like they fear a little bit right now. I'm going to be real. And if I were them, I too would fear because Envy are kind of going crazy at the moment. They're doing whatever they want.
All right, all picked up there by Retro. Still 2 rounds, Burger Boys. Not terrible. Only 2 left in the half, though. If they can find 1 here. Hero in the next. So up the old 9-3, the usual. Show us how good the defense side can be. All right, Bonnie, yes. Great great paranoia there. I think forced Extra out of position. Still he's able to emerge at some point and get involved in the game again. Low shock dart claims to pop it over the top to straighten. Practo runs him down. There's Kane Zero. Call up to Alva, but he's too far away from the action. And 9-2 the scoreline is. These are, in theory, your two best teams right now in Challengers. And Envy are making it look like this is, across tiers, this competition.
I gotta say, it's nice to see, though, that this Envy team were not a flash in the pan, because maybe that's a strong way to put it, but the fact that they went on that massive win streak leading into stage 1, win all the regular season games, and then don't succeed in the playoffs, I think it's fair to say that you could be worried that that was just a moment where they were on a god run and would have fallen off. But they actually took that loss and have gotten better since then, and now look very, very confident, even deeper in this playoffs than they got last time.
Slow wrap around towards mid here. Just messy money for BURG. Have a look at this. Just the one proper rifle to make use of. It's just that one is, that's easy for Kane Zero. When you stand across the map against him, that one, yeah, he snaps those up 10 times out of 10. And now we'll wrap back around, maybe pick up mid, allow Poppin to drone this and then fall off the beat. A lot of agency here for Envy still. Kane Zero steps up. Bonnie's able to deal with him now and gets away from that extra hit of the Hunter's Fury, but elsewhere, Ion's just found some success on that catwalk part of the map, and pound for pound, it's Envy, the stronger team. Double swing here. What? Okay. Sheriff Fernandez rings out. Unfortunately, it's just a small hit of catharsis, enough to keep you coming back for more. It's a 10-round half here for Envy. Dominant defense showing against the team, one of the best attack side Ascent teams in this competition.
Yeah, for good reason. We were hyping up the Burger Boys attack side heading into this. Oops. I mean, whoops. It didn't really come to fruition, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not even going to put that on them. I mean, you're watching these highlights like, all right, I mean, guys, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
All right, well, let's get serious. Pistol time now.
It's 19-6. Inspired's 12-6. Poppin's 11-6. Guys,
I mean, Inspired.
I mean, how are you supposed to win? How are you supposed to win?
It is a case of better shooters on many levels here from Envy. A lot of what we're seeing here is less macro-oriented and more astounding fundamentals. Okay, Bonnie, well, enjoy being 13 health for the rest of the round. Well, dead, actually. Inspired, they did not even move. There was not an AD straight to be seen, Wyatt. Retro, almost implying it was going to fall off for that paranoia. Ends up sticking around and is ruined by Kane Zero.
Well, this round is as good as done. Kane is already running through heaven, just wants to go get another kill, fight Nanners. Great, there it is. Why don't you just dash across and go fight Practo as well? Okay, well, finally someone is able to do the impossible task and beat him in a 1v1.
Doing a quick map here, Wyatt. I'm not going to lie. And really, the way we set the stage and set the scene for this game was really that we expected a close game. And this Ascent map is one that, Burger Boys choose. I feel like, they've been astonishingly good here. Bonnie has not been able to smurf in this game at all. And obviously, I think it's been really hard for Retro, I think, to find those opportunities on that attack side with the Yoru. Now it's like, okay, let's try and make some money. Let's try and get a defense side op in play, but this double duelist look here from Envy on this attack side. They make such great use of it.
Why are we lying?
What?
Someone's rage baiting him.
That shock dart went where it was intended for sure.
Yes.
I also would just say that, I mean, when you're at the point where Inspired is just taking a 1v3 and hits 4 headshots before dying to get 2 kills, just tough to win. just tough to win when you can't beat him. Oh my god. All right, well, I guess Practo's decided to win the game. Or, well, the round. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But that is sick.
The only momentum that's been generated in this game from BURG has been from multiple Sheriff multi-kills. That's the more astonishing part to me. They've had more success with those guns. like patently than the rifles themselves. Still, important round for Burger Boys here. We have some game now, at least.
Some
Envy, of
amount
course,
game,
economically, this is pretty bad for them.
There are a lot of Guardians over for Berg on this next round. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I guess what can you really say about that? Analysis, he killed 3 people with the Sheriff by not missing. Good play, in my opinion.
Thank you, John Madden. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Honestly, if Burger Boys don't win this game, they're going to lose it. Like, that's crazy.
Let me call the experts.
I need a second opinion on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds,
Let me
I mean,
get
it sounds
Sarah
right,
Torre,
but-
the rules analyst in here, just to clarify that one.
Hey,
Nice round
again,
for
hey,
Bonnie.
there's your Sheriff. They really just... Well, they love getting kills with the Sheriffs. If they could do that with every other gun on other rounds, too, maybe they'll get back into this game, and maybe it begins now. Let's find out.
All right, so that Outlaw being maintained here for Bonnie. Tough around for it. Poppin obviously can buy some permutation of like half armor and rifle, I think. Solid round. I mean, Bonnie, to be fair, goes to work with the Outlaw early on. That was Envy just running it down and saying, right, let's just get this round out of the way. Not so easy anymore just to sort of play back in position and wait for Envy to run at you. That had worked, you know, early on this year. Some teams were able to sort of punish rankers as they were back then for that kind of play. Now they feel like they've definitely developed even more. Now, Kane knew you were there, Bonnie. He would come knocking either way. Envy looking to try and get the 12 here, and Kane will not be stopped on this side. Make it 3, and he is still busy.
God.
It's like the plot of Crank. If you stop, you literally die. You cannot stop moving.
How are you supposed to win the game when their entry just runs in and wins all the duels? You just can't. It looks like they are playing with a smart. This is, I'm paying someone to boost my 5-stack type gameplay, man. That just, yeah, just go jet, run in, one of the free agents, get all the kills. It's crazy, man. Bonnie is trying so desperately to stay alive, to run away with that Outlaw, and it just doesn't matter.
He plays like he's permanently under Clovold, like every single round. Like he has to get a kill within the first 15 seconds or he dies. Which I guess is not a terrible way for duels to approach the game, but I cannot wait to hear that. I cannot wait to hear our desk break down this first map. I am so ready for the hard-hitting insights. I'm so ready, man.
No, I'm so ready for the hard-hitting insights as well. Oh, wait, what's that? Dan Drya just typed in the production chat, I am bringing nothing to this analyst desk. Interesting.
Well, that's unfortunate. In comes Kane. Finds purchase with the Blade Storm early. Burger Boys here with a pretty reasonable buy. But Retro's not had a chance to make use of this operator. They are still trying to get in onto the site. Iron eventually deals with Bonnie, but they've definitely done their damage already. Should be enough to keep Burger Boys in the game.
Unless the Inspire flank. I think by this point, they have an idea he could be flanking, I would say.
All right, Mr. Schlein. Thank you, stand and deliver, friend. Got a high-low set up here on the ace side for Burger Boys. All right, it's a clone. 34 seconds.
No shot, though.
Yeah, no, great shot to clone. Big fan of that one.
great shot. This is
yeah, clone was on the move as well, you know. Slow as it was. All right. I tell you what, man. Envy coming off that dream hack showing. Looking pretty clean. No one can really stand in their way. This tier, at least, it looks like that right now. Remember, this would be potentially, like, if they take the series, Burger Boys is a win match against Ambrosia. They give us a really good series.
Respect that, you know, Bonnie has gotten to the 18 kill mark. I mean, they outright win that round for the team with the 3K there. I mean, production caught it, but that was a really cool little high up flash, dash up draft play to get into the site. Bonnie is putting up some numbers, though, despite the lack of round wins for Burger Boys.
Well, no one expects to see Bonnie there. His own little crunch. Didn't really need anyone to work it from B main, though. Still, eventually Inspiring came through. They sort of break out of the net that was starting to close in. Retro has a good connection there. I mean, that was well handled by the veteran, I've got to say. Kane trying to play that really wants to get up in your face. Has to reload there. Bonnie and Clyde or Retro in this situation able to put Envy down. Just as it looked dangerous, 3 players still made it through B main onto the site. Kane Zero wanted to go fight them in market, and it did not end well.
Bonnie would love to win this game, but I think it might be too little too late for all of these 3Ks to end up paying off, which is a little unfortunate, but hey, back to back, they just outright win some rounds for their team. Just, yeah, all right, I'll take a timing and walk down mid and fight in tiles. Oh, free kill. Cool. Oh, win a 1v1 against Ion. Cool.
I am so here for the the rage baiters calling 14-12 burger boys in the chat. You guys are so wrong for that. There is, I mean, again, they do seem to have at least adjusted to the pace. I got retro roll back the years. That's what I'm talking about. It does look like they've adjusted to the pace, and seeing Bonnie being able to push up. He played towards tiles that round, kind of solo. Very much a solo effort. So able to get in there and find that first kill.
It almost feels like it took them to arrive at the precipice of demise on this map to decide, all right, let's just send it at them too, and let's just run around and shoot them and play with some confidence as well. Because I don't think they had it to this extent earlier on in the game, and now that they're on death's door, Bonnie's like, all right, well, might as well just go for it, and it's working because Bonnie is still in sick form. This has just been the Kane Zero game up until these last few rounds.
It's worth just like putting on people's radar as well. Lotus has been a very reasonable map for this squad. Actually, Burger Boys on Lotus, really good defense side, sort of round total in general. So it's, I think they played TSM though on their last 2 outings though, and well, able to handle them on both occasions. I didn't feel terrible about them going to that map. Playing from behind, no bit of an issue. Here we go again, folks. It's utter pandemonium out there. Inspired to get pinged out though. Extra playing by Logs. Practo seems like he's happy to thrive in such a scenario, but the Singer of Ion finds purchase. Retro is locked in.
Enemy remaining.
Anderson is able to get in now. It's up to Ion with 34 health. Does have a Phantom. Fake TP. Retro now have to check the corner. It's a bit awkward with the op to try and clear in such a fashion.
Shadows
These omen off angles can be pretty disastrous to try and fight through. And he's gone and smoked the position that Retro is going to push through here.
Here's them both.
Baiting sound. Nanas is the healthy one. Nanas is the one that's supposed to finish. Oh, the off angle! Wait a minute. Okay, Retro had more than just an op. Is able to make use of that shorty here to keep Burger Boys in the game, stringing the rounds together. But this is now where everybody's been able to save a bit of money. Dimensional Drift also on deck.
We have entered a world of silliness. I don't even want to try to analyze what was happening earlier in that round, Mitch. I refuse. I abstain.
Yeah, you know, that's crazy. Because when I get up in the morning and go, I don't want to work today, I still have to. So, chop, chop.
Okay, well, I guess what happened?
Atmosphere.
I don't even know what happened, man. They just, the cloudburst, dashing, what happened? It was a Yoru flash sync with a paranoia.
I mean, that
Kane
might be play-by-play.
I mean, that's not even play. That's just what happened. They double
exactly
flashed.
my job. That is what I do.
Flashed. Then also, do we just have the same job, actually?
Yeah.
Are we splitting hairs about what the roles in casting are at the end of the day?
Yeah, low key. I mean, at this point.
Does it make believe? I just let you talk over the clips? Is that the only difference?
Yeah, we're the same guy.
Oh, but the game is on, by the way. The game is on.
I mean, it isn't it? Extra's been able to break in here towards B main. Still spray down. Deals with Alvin and Practo. Bonnie's the only player anchoring the side here. The spike has been left for now. Ion does have that ult to get back and get it, but here comes Extra.
cutting through.
What do you do from here? You just go recover the spike. You just go recover the spike.
It's all right. You get 2 of them. I'll just pop the next one and get it this time.
You recover the spike. Here we go. Awkward though. Dimensional Drift probably sees this. Odd little exchange here for Envy. Gank crash back into Boathouse now.
Spike
And here's the
planted.
plant.
Dark cover down Retro. Oh my god. Has the shorty out, takes a hell of a lot of damage.
Cover going out.
Nana's going to try and get it. So just
Blinding.
covering up the left-hand side. Paranoia does catch that corner player. Here comes Retro.
Last player standing.
Down. It's up to Nanas here. If you see Nanas, you should be able to shoot him. And there it is, Envy. Get the job done. Force feeding Retro a cup of Chateau Lafitte. See you in the next map, nerd. Great start. I mean, look, MV up 10-2 when it came into halftime, and they were eventually able to convert on that.
That second half was just